the imagery contained within baptism talks about washing away of sins. And then here we've got Mila. I know how to spell it, M-I-L-A, but I can't pronounce it right. We've got Mila. And let's ask Mila what sins that she's having washed away today. So, Mila, have you committed mass genocide lately? No? Since your last confession, have you committed adultery lately? No. So what are we doing? What are we doing by baptising and washing away sins from a little one? Now, most of you kind of know me. Those of you who don't know me will be in therapy tomorrow. But I wouldn't do something that I didn't think was important. But I think baptism is important. But I think we need to look at this whole washing away of sins in a different way. And the way to look at it is using the film Monsters, Inc. Now, who could tell me about Monsters, Inc.? Have you ever seen Monsters, Inc.? Have you seen... You're a bit old, but you're going to have to join in, OK? Have you seen Monsters, Inc.? So the big blue monster is called...
Sully.
It's for children.
I know. Coming out the closet.
Oh, in more ways. So you've got Sully. Now, Sully has got a sidekick called... Mike Wazowski. Yes. You have to shout out, okay, because this is embarrassing. This is going to go on the internet, on Facebook and everywhere, okay? And it's Mike Wazowski. And what they do for a living, because they live in Monsterland, and they work for a company called Monsters, Inc., Monsters Incorporated. And Monsters Incorporated is our equivalent of British Gas or Powergen, Centrica, all those things. And it creates energy by scaring children. Because children are horrible, nasty, flea-ridden creatures that deserve to be pan-fried, stuffed with tomatoes and roasted. Yes? True? So, children are the enemy. So the monsters scare the children, and Sully is very good. Sully is the best monster at scaring children, and Mikey is the sidekick. Now, by a quirk of fate, they come across... You really are paying attention, aren't you? Yeah. They come across a little child called... Who said that? Boo! They come across a little child, Boo, and Boo suddenly changes their whole vision of the world. Instead of seeing children as nasty, horrible, vindictive, flea-ridden creatures that we know they really are, the monsters see children as wonderful little creatures, full of love, full of joy. You can tell it's a film and fiction, can't you? Yes, but no, we've lost attention span. Okay. Okay. And actually, children are nice things. And rather than making children cry and scream, they discover that by making children laugh, they can create even more energy than before. So even though they were pretty good, even though they were pretty good, in fact they were exceptional at making children scream, they discover that making children laugh can create even more energy. And then they discover that Sully isn't the best person to make children laugh, Mikey is the best person to make children laugh, and Sully is a fantastic administrator. So, what happens is, their whole world gets turned upside down, and then, despite being good and nice at the beginning of the film, we discover that not only are they good and nice, but they can be really efficient and make the world a better place. Now, how does that relate to Christianity? Well, it's quite simple. We believe that the love of God expressed in a small child, Jesus, if we see that love and feel that love the way that monsters saw Boo's love for them, because Boo's love was unconditional. It didn't rest on what the monsters looked like, okay? It didn't matter that the monster's wearing clothes from Peter Gray catalogue. You did say you didn't mind. It didn't matter about that. It didn't matter that the monster scared children. She had an unconditional love. And that unconditional love changed the way they saw the world. So what we are saying is by baptism is that we want Mila. This may not appear on Facebook now. There we go. We want Mila to see the world not as we see it, with all our baggage. We want Mila to see the world as God sees the world, as the monsters, once they received the love of Boo, saw the world. So we may discover that actually, if we change the world to be a better place, we could be in the wrong jobs. We could be in the wrong places. And together, by washing away our baggage, we free up this little girl, we free up to live her life as God sees it. Does that make sense? So we're washing away, not washing away her sins, we're washing away our sins from her. Our baggage. Our way of seeing the world. Amen. Thank you.